Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you how to replace your headlight ballast, which is this part right here. So basically my light went out on this side, and then I switched the bulbs, you know, from the good side to the bad side, and then it still didn't turn on. So I'm almost 100% sure it's going to be my ballast. And then, so yeah, so in order to replace it, we do have to remove the bumper and the headlight. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then there's a ton of videos of how to remove your bumper and stuff, you know, but for the most part, it just clips up here. Then you have one bolt right here, one bolt right here. Then you have one bolt down there, but from the bumper to the fender, and another one right here. And that's it. So you just got to remove that, which we're gonna do right now. So to remove the bolts from the side, I like to, you know, jack it up a little bit, just to where I get clearance. Like that. Once you see the tires start, you know, moving up, you can just stop. But look, like mine just has a zip tie on this side, holding everything together. So I'm gonna just cut that. So after you remove the bolts from the side, and then these clips right here, and the two bolts right here on the side, literally just pull it off. Just like that. Just boom, come over here. And then your guys might have the connector for the fog lights as well, so make sure to disconnect that before removing the bumper. Mine, I just have it, you know, zipped up right here. I don't use them, but yeah. So after you remove that, you're gonna come over here to remove your headlight. You got this bolt right here, you got these bolts right here on the side, and you got this bolt that's under here. So these two, that one, this one from up here, and then sometimes you have a bolt right here too, but mine doesn't have that. So yeah, we just go ahead and remove those. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. This one right here. So actually all you have to do is remove the bottom one, not this one. So as you can see right here, this is the part that holds on from the headlight to the fender right there. Come over here, then you do have a connector right here on the bottom. Let's see. So as you can see right here, it's this connector right here. So the tab is on the bottom, so you just push it. So that's it right there, look. This tab right here is right in the middle, like you just have to push it down. That's looking at it from the bottom side. I gotta use these pliers, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit of a pain to take this thing off. Look, so here's the tab right here. So this is facing towards the bottom like that. Then all you have to do is push this thing in like that. So you're pushing it from the bottom, pushing it, and then pulling it out. So after that, you should be able to just pull the headlight out. Just like that. Put it somewhere where it won't get scratched up. Alright, so now to get to actually removing the ballast, we have these 3 screws right here holding in the actual ballast and this connector, and then we have these 4 screws holding on just the cap, right, like where your bulb goes. Some of them have the circle design where you just spin it counterclockwise and then, you know, it spins out, and then some models have this with the 4 screws, but it's the same exact thing, it's just, you know, different caps. So go ahead and remove these 4 screws. And go ahead and remove the connector with these pliers. Just, you know, boom, press it in, and it just comes right out. After you do that, you can remove these 3 right here. So you remove these 3 screws right here, and then pull this out, and then this thing has an O-ring around the ballast, okay? So just make sure to not lose that. That's to seal like against moisture and stuff like that. So after you take it off, this little brown clip right here, go ahead and disconnect that. Just like that. So the reason you disconnect this is so you could be able to pass it through here, right? So loosen this, take it off from the bulb, and then you can go ahead and just pull it like that. So just like that, right? And then this thing on some of them, mine is broken for some reason, but there's a little clip under here that it just goes under there, and then it screws on with the screw right here. Your new ballast, so this is what I'm talking about, right? So in order to be able to pass it through here, obviously you need to disconnect it from right here. So you just go ahead, like I told you, you remove the little screw, make sure to not lose it, and then look, you see how it just pops out? Just pop it out like that. Then you go ahead and remove the connector the same way. Just like that. And now you can go ahead and put the ballast right here. All you got to do is pass it through here. Just feel around for it. Boom, just like that. Alright, so once you pass the ballast through there, you just go ahead and you take your old O-ring. You know, you can clean up a little bit if you want. You just go ahead and put on the new one. Just like that. And then you can go ahead and connect it. And this thing, it doesn't have like no special groove or nothing like that. So you just go ahead, line it up right there, and then, you know, you squeeze down a little bit on it so it could lay flat like that. Then you go ahead and get your screw. Just tighten it down. Just like that. So after you tighten it down, you can just go ahead and put this into place. So remember, the connector went this way, so the connector goes towards the cover. You just put it just like that. You go ahead and put in your 3 screws that hold this down. put one at a time, little by little, just to make sure that all of them are able to swallow them in. Just go ahead and tighten it down. Again, just go ahead and grab your ballast right here. You go ahead and just put it on and then twist it. 34 bolts, 34 screws in there. Start that one in, then just go ahead, start all of them in. Tighten them up. You go ahead and connect your connector for the ballast. Make sure it clicks in, and just like that, that's it. That's how you change out your ballast. Now you just go ahead and throw this headlight back on. I'm gonna just put it in slightly and then connect it just to make sure that everything is working. You know, you don't want to put everything back in and find out it doesn't work. So just go ahead and connect this. Just like that. Make sure that doesn't fall. Put it to the last position, see if the light turns on. And boom. Alright, and then this ballast, I just got it off of Amazon for like 30 bucks. I'll update you guys, you know, if it goes out. So now all you have to do is just put the 3 bolts back. The one that goes right here, the one that goes right here in the bottom, and then the one right here. This thing you could just move left and right. Yeah, you just put those 3 bolts back and that's it. That's how you replace the ballast.